In this video, we will discuss about bronchial tree and bronchopulmonary segment. Trachea divides at the level of lower border of T4 into two primary or principal bronchus. The right primary or principal bronchus is short, broad, and more in line with trachea, and that's why inhaled particles or foreign bodies tend to travel to more onto the right lung, and thereby infections are more common on the right side of the lung compared to left side. The right principal bronchus makes an angle of 25 degree with the trachea, whereas left principal bronchus is long, narrow, and more oblique compared to the right principal bronchus, and it makes an angle of about 45 degree with the trachea. Each principal bronchus divides into secondary or lobar bronchi. Each principal bronchus divides into secondary bronchi or lobar bronchi. That's why there are 3 secondary bronchus on the right side and 2 secondary bronchus on the left side, because on the right side usually there are 3 lobes and on the left side usually there are 2 lobes. Each secondary or lobar bronchi will again divide into the tertiary or segmental bronchus, which will aerate or which will supply the air to each bronchopulmonary segment. So that's why there are 10 tertiary or segmental bronchus and 10 bronchopulmonary segment on the both the sides of lung. Each segmental bronchus will again divide into terminal bronchiole. Each terminal bronchiole will divide into respiratory bronchioles. Each respiratory bronchiole will again divide into smaller units called as alveolar duct. If you pick one alveolar duct, you will find that each alveolar duct divides into further smaller units called as atria. Each atria will again divide into much smaller units. Each atria will divide into smaller units called as air sacules, and each air sacule will again divide into further smaller units called as alveoli. The area of the lung aerated means supplied air by one respiratory bronchiole is known as pulmonary unit or primary pulmonary lobule. The area of the lung, which consists of 3 to 7 terminal bronchioles and bounded by connective tissue septa, is known as secondary pulmonary lobule or pulmonary substance. Having learned the bronchial tree, we will now learn the bronchopulmonary segments. So by definition, bronchopulmonary segments are well defined anatomical segments of lung aerated by segmental or tertiary bronchus. Each segment is pyramidal in shape with apex of the pyramids directed towards the hilum of the lung. And base of the pyramid directed towards periphery. There are 10 bronchopulmonary segments on both the right and left side of the lung. On the right side, in the upper lobe, there are 3 bronchopulmonary segments: apical, posterior, anterior. In the middle lobe, there are 2 lateral, and medial. Whereas in the lower lobe there are 5. Out of 5, 4 are visible from this side, which are superior, anterior basal, lateral basal, and posterior basal. Whereas the one more segment which is visible from the other side is this one, medial basal segment. Similarly, on the left side, in the upper lobe, there are 5 bronchopulmonary segments which are apical, posterior, anterior, superior lingular, and inferior lingular. And the lower lobe, there are also 5 segments. Among those 5, 4 are visible from this side, which are superior, anterior basal, lateral basal, and posterior basal. Whereas the one which is visible from the other side is this one, medial basal segment. Each bronchopulmonary segment is having its segmental bronchus, segmental artery, autonomic nerves, and lymph vessels. Segmental venules lie in the connective tissue between adjacent pulmonary units of the bronchopulmonary segments. Pulmonary artery and its branches accompany the bronchus. The artery lies dorsolateral to the bronchus. Thus, each bronchopulmonary segment is having its own separate artery. But pulmonary veins do not accompany the bronchus and the artery inside the segment, rather they run in the intersegmental planes. Thus, each segment could be having more than one vein, and each vein can supply more than one segments. As the bronchopulmonary segment do not having its own vein, that's why bronchopulmonary segment is not a bronchovascular segment. Near the hilum, the veins are ventromedial to the bronchus. Let us discuss the importance of bronchopulmonary segments. Firstly, knowledge of the location or position of these segments allows or helps in the natural drainage from the infected area of the lung by adopting different posture. The fibroareolar septa between different segments can act as a natural barrier and prevent the spread of infection from one segment to the other segment. But tuberculosis and carcinoma of the lung can break this barrier and spread in the wide area of the lung. The apical or superior segment of the lower lobe and the posterior segment of the upper lobe are the common sites for the lung abscess due to the aspiration of infected material. And lastly, during segmental resection, surgeon works along the segmental veins to isolate particular segment of the lung.